Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on X4 and welcome to part 2 of our major push on our war front. And as you can see now, most of these sectors are starting to go green. These sectors are still waiting for the finishing touches on the defense platforms. Obviously with us building so many defense platforms, our resources are stretched extremely thin, but we are getting there. You can see as well as these little fives here that are appearing, these are all the Osakas that I'm actually putting on old defense platforms as well as the new ones as well. So they're all building up and topping up as well. Just like the previous video, I'm not going to keep you too long, just give you a bit more of an update from our warfront for those who are following it leading into the stream. As you can see, this entire sector now is basically ours. It's no longer owned by anybody. They do keep trying to build in some of these sectors, but we have managed to keep them clear. You can see they keep popping up. Oh, that's Kark actually, so let's take care of that while we're here. I do have a fleet here doing very little. If I can find its leader, there it is. There's its leader. Let me click slightly up a bit. There we go. As a matter of fact, there are two here. Let's merge the two together. You've got attack with commander. There we go, Alpha. Now it's all one fleet. So we'll take this fleet here and we'll take out that facility. Oh, in the wrong place. There we go. Whilst it's doing that as well, we'll get it to take out the factory that they're trying to build. As you can see, we're keeping on top of that, keeping it going, whilst our defense platforms are being built. And as previously mentioned, I have pushed into Argon territory. Argon Prime has now been completely wiped out by our fleet. You can see our fleet's now moving through the Hattic first choice and wiping out every system going. It also took out most of the reach as well. I've just got a couple of rapiers scouting the area out. I think one may have been taken out, or it's not arrived yet, but it's looking for a defense platform, because there is somewhere around here a defense platform. So I'm going to manually put in some flight path just to see if we can scout and find the defense platform. Once it's been found, I'll bring the fleet back and it can wipe that out. So this is all I keep doing. Is obviously I know I've got one scouting the area, but I want one just to scout the edges, because they do keep placing platforms just on the edge, so I do miss them every now and then. They also do sneak them in as well just after we've been into the sector. So it's taking a little bit longer to take out the systems that I'd hoped to already take out. Let's do a bit of scouting around here as well. Go. Obviously we've got to be careful around these sectors here, because these are still heavily occupied by the enemy. Then let's just take it into Hattic fast choice and make sure nothing's hiding in the volumetric fog. Here we go. Just scouting around all these areas here, make sure we don't have anything to surprise us. So, as you can see, we are pushing through Hattic fast choice. If I get my main fleet, you can see that the next move is to move into Hattic fast choice 3 and then slide up into Morningstar 3 to take out these platforms here as well. Now my fleet is jumping back and forward, and I don't mind too much that the fleet is jumping back and forward, because what it's doing is it's also bumping into things like build platforms and stuff like that, so it's taking them out and stopping them from being able to get another foothold in their areas. So yeah, so as I say, Argon Prime has been completely vanquished. I have got a defense platform building here. It's only a solo defense platform at the moment, but it should build faster than most, because obviously most of our resources are not far from here. Those of you who have been keeping up with the campaign as a whole will know that obviously Argon Prime was basically blacklisted as a no-fly zone. I have now removed that from the global orders, so it's now flyable again, which is allowing me to obviously provide resources to that defense platform. All of our build ships at the moment, if I bring up the Kyushus, you'll see that every single one of them are pretty much busy. So you can see they're deployed to station. Every one of them is deployed to station. So we're actually completely out of build capacity at the moment, because even some of our defense platforms that are built are still not finished. If I click on this one here, this one may be not far off done. As a matter of fact, it tells me on this side here. There you go. That's module. You can still see it's missing resources as well, as it says there. So, you know, it's taking longer than I hoped. Now, bear in mind, this area here is quite considerably further down than what I had initially hoped. So I've actually built a, well, I'm in the process of building a new, nice, look at that, a new trading station. So once that's been built, then it means that we will have the connection to the lower section for resources. So we'll go ahead and set that up with the three main resources that are obviously Terran, because all of my defense platforms are currently Terran built. So yeah, so all in all, we are pushing quite considerably, and we're not really leaving them any time to rest. My second fleet is now actually available to us, so let's go ahead and set up this was obviously the initial Navy fleet. Now this is 10 Asgards, so I'm going to risk my 10 Asgards to take out these two stations here. Now this may piss off the Taladi that we are allied with. However, we're going to move into... Oh, I jumped a little bit, sorry there. Let's see, I should use the mouse really because it's a little bit slower and it doesn't cause chaos. Yeah, I'm going to bring it into here, so let's just bring our fleet. Xenon solar... Oh, it is held by the Xenon. And we've got Taladi in there as well. We do have a rapier that's available, so let's get the rapier into here. Scout out the sector to find the defense platforms. At the moment, all I'm basically doing is relinquishing the ownership, because obviously we can't build our own to then claim the ownership. But that doesn't stop us from stopping them from doing it. And obviously, hopefully, by the time we get towards the end, we'll have all the sectors owned. That's the plan. Which may mean that I build like 30 build ships and start building defense platforms everywhere. I'm also going to do Hera's Twin as well. Looks like I may have done it before.
Hello.
I think I've just teleported myself off my seat again. Because I pressed the shift key to obviously place multiple points down. And I think I pressed the D key, which made me teleport. In theory. Hera's Twin, the Cove. Now, I believe the Cove was owned by a pirate faction. So we'll just get that all set up, so scout about. I don't know whether this ship's going to survive all these, but with it flying in a single direction, it should survive. But I tend to find when you do the explore, it takes a moment to turn around in certain instances, which then leaves it vulnerable to attacks from stations and stuff. If it flies in a single direction, it usually flies right past them, and usually doesn't bother too much. I honestly don't think it's going to make all these, but if I put it in, and then when I activate my seater drive again, it should hopefully do as much as possible. I mean, they are fast ships. Trinity Sanctum. Again, some of these will be owned by the Ministry of Finance, but some will be Xenon controlled. We want to go in here first. Well, this is a very busy ship. I have lost a few of the rapiers already, even from my new ones that I built, which wasn't ideal. And we'll just double check memory of profit, make sure nobody's hiding in here. You're gonna let me... I don't think I can add any more points. You're full up. You're gonna end in a fairly friendly sector, so yeah, I did teleport myself off my chair, so the seater drive won't work. Right. So that's my next setup. As you can see, we've got our main fleet pushing in this sector here now. It's all, you know, wipe all that out. I'm going to bring it back towards the Reach. and wipe out the ones that we can see. It's trying to build a new equipment dock. It will try and build a new shipyard somewhere. I'm not sure where it's going to try and build it yet, but it will try and build a new one. Then obviously we want Savage Spur to be secured, because Savage Spur at the moment is one of them places where we visit it, but they get stuck. You see these get, well, they go into here. They've got to go through a lot of enemy territory to get to. Apologise about the lot of scrolling there. So let's consider Tharka's Cascade. Now, Tharka's Cascade is a dangerous area. It's got like radiation damage that is caused in it, so I'm going to send my 10 Asgards in because they can take the radiation damage. So we'll not send the main fleet in because we'll lose all of our fighters in that area. And keep an eye out making sure that doesn't happen anywhere else. Right, let's get this sector also targeted. You can just see where we're going to aim for next. This isn't technically owned by anyone, but I wonder how this is. There's an accelerator there that I want to know. 660k Navidium. Wow, that's a lot of Navidium. Yeah, I want to get a. You know what? We haven't got the build capacity ourselves, but I'm going to hire a couple of builders here. Create new plot. Let's place the new plot right smack bang there. Well, this is going to be a trading station. Trading plat new. That's the one with a double decker underneath. Lots of container and solid storage. Go. Sounds like something's attacking my station again. Brave. Sign or hire a builder. I don't think we've got any available yet. No, we do not. Let's just zoom out until we find a Taladi one. Interesting. It is technically contested. Okay, so that was Silent Witness there. So I'm going to need. It's going to drop into Hattikvad's Choice, so we're going to need a station in Hattikvad's Choice as well, which I've now cleared out. So there should be less enemies. And we'll place it here because it's in the middle of 3 jump gates. Well, 4 jump gates actually, and an accelerator. Since it's Hattikvad, we'll buy the license. Again, load plan will set for the new platform. Confirm you. Give you resources and get a builder for you. Zoom out until we find a builder. There we go. You'll do. Okay, so do we need another one? I think we're going to need one in like Argon Prime or something like that. That was Hattikvad's Choice 1. So 2 jump gates take us to second contact. So actually we may be fine. We may be alright. We're also going to need miners. So let's go ahead and set ourselves up some miners. And I'm going to do a mixture of small and medium and large miners when I remember where my stations are. So let's just get the medium miners done. Build ships. You're low on resources actually, so we'll use the Terran. Here we go. Buy ships. I'm going to buy 30 of each. Kaido mineral, high presets. Double check, everything looks fine. Yep, happy with that. Add to menu, add to, yeah, you know what I mean. There we go, happy days. And then same again. Bring it all the way over here to the wharf. We're not actually building anything in our wharf actually, so let's see if we can manage to get 30 miners. Build ships. Follow mineral. There we go. Miner Mark 1. That needs updating. I find that's probably going to give me a very low preset. Go. Excellent. And we'll build 30 EU as well. Yeah, but then we'll take 15 of each, I think, for mining and 15 of each for trading. I think that's how we're going to do it. So, how are we looking there? They've managed to build another equipment dock just off the edge. As a matter of fact, that's the trading station. So that's the one that is giving them access to the actual place. So let's just go ahead and get these set for destruction. Go. Another station there as well. Oh, move that. Disorder. Okay, I think that's everything there. So they've got a busy time ahead of them. Taking the defense platform. Let's have a look and see how we're looking. We've still got 2 supply vessels, which is looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, yeah, we did lose one. We've lost one of the Tokyos. We've still got the Asgard with the Spursins and stuff like that. We've still got the majority of the Asgards, which is nice. But I actually think we got the Gamma group there, so we've got Sins there. So the main attack the attack force that we had for the actual fleet of frigates is completely destroyed. So yeah. Got like 3 left there, which I may as well check with Commander Alpha. So the entire Alpha, so that's about 180 ships minimum that we've lost. Probably more. It's an expensive job, but we're doing it, and the majority of the larger vessels are still remaining, which is nice. We still have fighters, you can see them there. Looks like a lot of them fighters are taking some damage. But hopefully they will be repaired. But overall, we're looking not too bad. So, thank you very much for joining me for this episode, but that's going to be it. Until next time, everybody, take care for now, and I shall see you all next one. Bye-bye for now.